up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the graphic novel Batman Hush. And as you can see, this is the graphic novel that I have right here. Now this collects the issues of Batman 608 to 619. Now this storyline occurred in the year 2002 to 2003. Now the writer of this tale is Jeff Loeb, and of course he wrote Batman: A Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Catwoman When in Rome, Hunting Night, and so on, which are all like great reads, So that's why I was kind of definitely anticipating reading this one, because I had heard about it, but I just was like putting it off, for so long, But then I just finally decided to pick it up, eventually, And it's a pretty good read, I think like the writing in it is pretty good, like the actual storytelling of it is pretty good and like excellent, and like the window panels is like a lot of writing, and so it's like a lot of reading, and which I like a lot, I like when they have like a lot of writing, like in these comic book tales, I think that's cool, Now the artwork by Jim Lee, I think is like pretty good too as well. Well, he actually like penciled it, but it has nice like ink it, like add the color to it. But the actual artwork is pretty cool. But whenever there's like action scenes and stuff like that, I thought those weren't done that well, Now the tale of this story, which is kind of, I'm not gonna say complicated, but it's not really, like on point about what the story itself is about, But it is about this stalker known as Hush, and he's not overly known as Hush. Not everybody knowing that he is called Hush, not the spoilers, And he has bandages on his face and stuff, so he's like hidden, So you don't really know who he is, But he's actually intent on like messing up like Batman's life, not Bruce Wayne, and actually Bruce Wayne's life to a certain extent too as well, He's kind of intent on like sabotaging like his life, But the things he do, it's like there's not really like you do understand in the end why he did what he did, But it's like it still really isn't like any it's just something kind of off about it, I kind of felt like the character of Hush himself was kind of a letdown in this tale, I thought he could have been like a much better done character, But he's okay, Now another big thing of the story too, but I don't want to spoil it, But it's just kind of going into like spoiler territory, Is you have like a friend of Bruce Wayne, like when he was a kid, which I thought was kind of interesting and cool. Like his friend was known as I think Tommy Elliott. Now I thought that was kind of cool that him and Bruce Wayne was friends, since they was kids. And I think this was like the debut of this particular character too as well, I don't think he was ever like in Batman stories, But this character for Thomas Elliott, he's a friend of Bruce Wayne. He was a friend of Bruce Wayne since they were kids, And they both had like a same kind of like connection, They had like a tragic event in their life and so on, So like his part of the story is kind of interesting, It being that he's like a new character, I thought was kind of cool, Now the big thing about this story, itself, is you have all like the various like Batman villains showing up, like the Joker, like everybody, Scarecrow, the Riddler, like Two-Face, Killer Croc, It's like I can go on and on, like Harley Quinn, so many of them like show up, Poison Ivy, a lot of them do like show up, Even Superman himself shows up at one point to like help Batman, So I thought that was kind of cool. And another intriguing thing I thought about the tale too as well was there's like this relationship between like Catwoman and like Batman, which develops throughout the story, And they actually, some secrets are revealed too, and I thought that was kind of cool, like whoa, I didn't know they did that in this particular tale, known as Hush. I didn't know that they didn't reveal that kind of stuff until like this particular book, But another thing I thought was cool too, they had like touch on Jason Todd too at one point. I thought that was cool and awesome too as well, foreshadowing the events of what did happen with him eventually, So I thought that was cool that they did touch on that, Now, there were some exciting like sequences in this tale too as well, such as like a scene with like Batman confronting the Joker, and they're having like a fight, I thought that scene was kind of awesome. Like, and there the artwork was done very well. Like it's, I think, raining and stuff, it's done very well at that point, Plus, like I say, like Batman's suit in the storyline is awesome too as well. Like the high tech like stuff that he has built into it, like the night vision and stuff that you can see like different things and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool too as well. Like I said, I still think that's kind of like the only downfall to it is like the character of Hush. It's not like he's really like that major. His appearance and time in this tale is like very like short too as well. Not the spoilers. It's like you don't really get to see him that much. He only has like a few panels, where you actually get to see him, and that's him right there on the cover, like with like Batman. So you don't really get to see him too much in here, He's just sitting there like on like a couple, not sports, you know, but he's not really, you know, and what he's doing, like I said, doesn't really like, you know, it's kind of it's kind of hard to explain it. But yeah, like I said, in the end, this is like another solid like addition to like, you know, like I guess you could say the Batman like graphic novels. You know, I would recommend this for like, you know, especially like a fan of like Jeff Loeb's work. You know, I guess, or like Jim Lee or Scott Williams. You know, if you're a fan of like their work, you know, definitely like Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee, I would recommend it for that crowd. You know. But like I said, because like the writing is good in it, but like the artwork at times, you know, by Jim Lee, I thought it was kind of, you know, it was good. Like whenever he has like a solo panel of like one character, you know, and they're doing something, it looks beautiful. But then whenever there's like a fight sequence, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, you know, in the story, you know. But in Batman Hush, I'm giving this a I kind of want to lean towards the C, but it is still like entertaining, you know, and enjoyable, you know, and I kind of want to read it again, you know, so I can get a better point of view of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this a B minus. So yeah, like I said, this is my review for Batman Hush, and I would recommend it for like fans of like Jeff Loeb or Jim Lee's work. You know, if you're a fan of their work, you know, I would definitely recommend it for that crowd. So I'm giving Batman Hush, I'm giving this a B minus. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.